So when people ask me what I do, I tell them that I work with mavericks, disruptors, change makers, innovators, transformation leaders, and my job is to help them create the trust, legitimacy, and social capital that they need to get their ideas actually adopted inside the organizations that they work. And one of the things that these folks try to do sometimes when they're trying to get their ideas adopted is they make a slide deck that describes the value of the change. And then they walk around the organization pitching this change to everyone. This is a really difficult task. I've done this before. I used to work at Pearson when we were doing the product lifecycle, and I spent months and months and months in conversations with a slide deck, trying to pitch the notion of product lifecycle to the folks in the room. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work. And I remember one day someone saying to us, "Man, you guys, your slides are so beautiful, they're so well designed. You must not have a lot of work to do." So they were kind of making fun with us, they were making fun of us, making fun with us, because again, we were doing pitching and we were pitching without visible results. It's really hard to drive change in an organization and bring people along unless you have tangible results, tangible outcomes that you can show them about something that you've done successfully in the organization around the concept that you're talking about. Even if you talk about being successful in another organization, they'll find ways to say, well, our organization is different from that organization. And so you have to really be thinking about how to create tangible change or tangible results in the organization that you're working with early on, so you can then use those to bring people along. And the worst case scenario is when you have theoretical results, where you're talking about theoretical results. Theoretical results are hidden, no one can see them. They're irrelevant because they're not creating value for anyone inside the organization. And they're debatable because they're hard to verify. So people can debate with you about whether or not these results are ever going to be successful inside the organization. And if you're in that situation where you have hidden, irrelevant, debatable results, what are you doing? You're still pitching. You're just pitching to everyone, pitching. And that's really difficult to bring people along. You have to be a really good storyteller to try and sell something when you don't have visible wins of your own. And then the best case scenario is when you have tangible results. These are results that are visible, so everyone can actually see the work that you did and what value it created inside the organization. These results are also valuable. They had an impact on something that's important to leaders in the organization, something that's strategic, something that maybe even hits the bottom line. And these results are verifiable, so everyone can actually see and verify the impact. It's not just you telling stories about the results themselves. So what you actually need is valuable, visible, verifiable results in order to be successful in actually driving change or bringing people along. Because when you think about, again, the momentum flywheel, what we're talking about here is consistent actions that produce tangible results that then allow people to actually buy in. When people can see that there's something cool going on with some initiative, it's easy for them to want to join because they can actually see the social proof that the change is actually successful. So if this is something, again, that interests you, please get in touch with us, because we have a program we call the Momentum Engine, where we work with teams that are trying to drive change, and we coach them on how to get these visible, valuable, and verifiable results.